Good morning, namaste. It's me, MattyG. How are we all doing? We're here at Sunkenland for a little bit of a tip slash demonstration, if you like. Are the heavy machine guns worth it? Well, we're going to test the theory now. I'm going to use the bolt action rifle with the target there that's on my left. You can see they're just some wooden towers, and we're going to pretend this is like a horde of people coming in. So I'm shooting through, I'm having a reload. I'm going to switch now to the shotgun. I'm going to start firing down shotgun shells at it. Full case of shotgun shells. We've destroyed one. We've still got another one to go. Right, we're reloading that one. We're going to switch to the deagle. And we're going to fire a load of rounds at this one as well. Switch back to the rifle, 5 more rounds like that, that's gone. Now we've got the base to work out. Switch back to the shotty. Now the bases seem to take a little while to go. Switch back to the deagle. There we go, it's finally gone. So you imagine you've got a horde of people actually shooting at you as well. That's how long it took to get rid of a set amount of hit points. Now what we have here is we've got the same squared box with an extra 2 walls, wood, and then we've got a 3-walled metal one with metal foundations and a heavy machine gun. We have used a total of 5, you will get some in the chamber, but say these are full 60 plus 5 in the chamber. 10 rifle rounds, 8 and 5, 13 pistol rounds, and 11 and 16 shotgun rounds. Something around there. My maths may be off, but we've used quite a few rounds to do that and took an amount of time to do that. Now we're going to go with the big heavy machine gun. I'm just going to plow the road. Now the problem with the machine gun is it'll overheat. And you've got to wait for it to cool down. All the way down before it'll let you fire again. So the trick to this is short bursts. Aim your target, short bursts, keep the cooldown low. You can swap back to your pistols. Every now and then you can jump up, give it a chance to cool down, especially if you've got a lot of people coming in and you've had to. You can switch back to your weapon, fire a few rounds at them, you know, as you do, and then this should have cooled down by then. And you go back to shooting them like mad. And we're out. So there you go, we are out. That took a lot of rounds to take them down, but as you can see, we've took the full wooden one down and a panel of the metal. Is that the right word? Metal. And now we can literally grab our weaponry and finish off whoever's left. Or you can grab some more rounds. I mean, it's entirely up to you. Either way. It used a lot of rounds to get it done. You can see we did use quite a few. However, time-wise, you're better defended here, and you've got, obviously, I'm shooting at a static target. When you've got multiple targets and you're popping them all around here like this, these are actually really good for your defensive purposes. Much better than using conventional weapons when you're having to get up above your safety zone. So now you're a big target for them to shoot at. Whereas when you're firing these, as much as it looks like you're a heavy target, you're shielded either side of these walls, and you're shooting down at them. You'll get less chances of being hit than you would be, say, standing up and taking a pop shot at them. And also you can mix it up. No one says you have to use one or the other. Would I recommend you get these as soon as you can? No. No, I think day 50 is the key here, the big 50. Before day 50, you should be able to manage with even a black powdered pistol when you with your attacks. But once you get to day 50, they throw wave upon wave. Especially if you've got it on high, you could have 3 waves in the space of 20 minutes easily. And they will have shotguns, they will have pistols. They use shotguns quite often, and the weirdest thing is their shotguns have an accuracy like a rifle does, so bear that in mind. They can shoot you from even from the water's edge, and I'm here. Your shotgun probably won't touch them. Theirs will impact you as if it was close range. Be wary of that. They're dead accurate with those. As for melee, you should be able to tell even from here who's melee and who's not. So try to avoid shooting the melees from here. Aim mostly at the people that can get you, the shotters. Anyone who's shooting at you, get them first. And then once you're done, you've got your shotgun. I mean, in my specific defensive line, I've got machine guns and ammo boxes everywhere. So technically, I probably wouldn't even have to go down there. But say, for example, you don't, and you've built yourself a tower and you need to come down, then do. Because once you've got rid of all the ammo people, you've just got melees left, and as they're attacking you and they're coming towards you, just step back and fire at them. With a shotgun, they won't stand 2 minutes. You shoot them in the head with a shotgun, bang, instant kill, easy. Saying that, if you want to get close quarters and dirty, why not? Just hit them with a deagle, or any pistol. Any headshot is a headshot. You haven't got to worry about a thing. And they can't get all the way up here to me anyway because of my defences. I've been pretty safe. I have had to rebuild a small section of this area here just the other day. Mostly because there was a couple of us on it. And we were over... I think it's there. Yeah, we're over... That's where our garden is. Well, we've got loads of things. We were over there, we were collecting a load of fruit, vegetables, cotton, etc. And when we did, we got attacked. No one was here. The siren wasn't turned on or powered up. And we got the little notification that we're being attacked. And you got the speedboat over here, and they had demolished all the wiring around here. They still couldn't get up over this bit. I mean, they couldn't even get up over the wall area. We were able to come in quite safely into our docks because they weren't attacking that. I jumped on this particular one and started shooting some of them. Couldn't get all of them because they were right underneath this bit here. And then, yeah, my son got up on that big one up top there and just annihilated them. But, yeah, I mean, it can be done. Obviously, once you get to this stage, 170 days almost now, you pretty know how to defend. And if I was to start again, I still like my towered castle approach, but I would know a better way of setting it up, if that makes sense, for defensive purposes. And we have Splashdown. Welcome back to Sunkenland. A little hint and tip for you. So we've just started in fresh new world, and we're going to show you a couple of little hints and tricks. First off, we need to do a bit of gathering, so we're going to go straight on down. I'm going to do our first bit of scavenging right now. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to do some scavenging. We're going to leave a little bit left so it doesn't destroy it nor lose it. We're going to grab this one here as well. Leaving just a little bit. I'm going to head up. I don't think there's anything too much in here. We're going to grab this one quickly. You can see we can grab those 3. We're going to run out of oxygen. We've got to be quick to the top so we don't die. And we've discovered the first island. Now we're going to swim to this island. And we're going to grab our axe. And we're going to chop some trees. This is literally the moment you start, you get all this. We are going to blitz through a few of these trees right now. Grab these sticks while we're here. Alright, we've chopped a few trees down. You can see the logs are spreading about. These are worth more than the sticks or the bushes. Get more wood for your more bang for your buck. We'll grab some mushrooms as well. I can see some strawberries. Let's grab those because we're going to need some food. And one last thing to sort of show you here is the little caches. Probably seen this in the castle build tour. If you haven't, collect what you like from here. Always leave one thing. Oh look, we're already full. Do you know what? We don't want the worms for a minute. Let's just get rid of those. I'd rather have the medicine. Fishing bait and torch. Yeah, we'll leave those. We've got another little one just around here. It's like a cooker. We can scavenge this. We'll take that and that. We'll leave the coal in there. And by leaving something in there, you should, in theory, be able to respawn that, if you like, when you log back in. Right, before we do that, we've got two hints, two tricks in the same thing. One, the cache trick. Leave something in there, it should all come back. We will check that in a minute. The second one, if the update hasn't fixed it, is death loot. So we're going to do that now. Just literally going to swim underwater, just here will do. And we're going to wait to die. It's crazy, isn't it? But if we wait to die, what will happen is you'll get all your loot that you've got on you at the moment will form in one bag. It will sit there in the water so that you can come back and reclaim it. The idea is we'll come back, we'll reclaim everything, but again leaving one item in there, and then when we log back in, that death bag should still be there as well. We're going to test to make sure, one, that the update hasn't got rid of these, and two, to show you the little hint and tip. It is a cheat. I mean, everybody will say, you know, it's no fun if you're cheating in the game. Some people like a cheat. This is one that we've found, so why not show everybody? As you can see, as you're about to die and your health goes down, everything starts to go dark. Bear that in mind if you're ever scavenging deep underwater, because once you're deep and it goes this dark, you cannot see. It'll be pitch black and you won't even see the surface. So trying to get out of a building, not possible. So there you have it. We died. We'll respawn and random respawn, and yeah, we're going to head on back. Here we go. We've just respawned. You can see our death bag there at real MattyG. And we are going to swim as quick as we can to get back to it. You can see the energy bar down on the bottom left hand corner. We'll give that time to regenerate. We're not too far from the actual point where we died. There it is. There's the death bag. So open up the death bag, leave one item in there, and take everything else. Beautiful. Leave that death bag there. If we come out to the top. Now, we haven't built anything now, but just for argument's sake, we are going to build something. Yeah, just that there will do. And then we're going to put a little box down. Just there. Right, let's dump everything in the box so you can see what we've got. So now our inventory is completely empty. The loot box has everything that we've already collected, minus the one thing, and we're going to exit that, and then we're going to reload in. So we'll press the escape button, save and log out. Here we go. We've just loaded back into the game. Just give it a few seconds for everything to load up. You'll notice there it is, everything in our trash, in our cache. We come back down to our death bag. Select the death bag, and there you go. Everything is still there. Let's take all of that. Now you can press E to grab everything, but yeah, I don't tend to do that. You can chuck everything back in your case. And now you've got more of everything, pretty much. And if I can remember exactly where we came in originally when we first started. Right, so yes, here we go. There's the car when we originally swam into this land, and you'll notice that we almost completely scavenged this last time, but again now you can scavenge all over again. And again we came over here, we scavenged this one. If I come across, I mean I haven't got the time for the energy wise, but we could then go and scavenge the next one, and so on and so forth. So there's a little hint and tip there. So far you've doubled your inventory. You're able to re-scavenge the stuff that's local to you as well when you first start up. And eventually, if I can get back round to here, these are the little crates. That one hasn't changed. May have been patched in the update. This one should be fully respawned. There we go. Fully respawned. Again, just leave one thing in there and it'll always respawn. Grab the mushroom. Oh, there's 2 lots of mushrooms. Key thing, as much as you may be hungry, especially at the start, do not eat mushrooms. Don't eat them. They need to be cooked. If you eat them like this, they will actually damage your health. Not lying. Keep an eye on my health in the bottom left corner. My hunger goes up. My health goes down, and you can hear him literally. Ugh! So yeah, keep an eye on that. Make sure you keep yourself fed and watered. Medicine, as you'll see, will heal you. Strawberries, decent bit for food, and you'll get seeds from it. So yeah, it's quite a handy little feature to have. Just get rid of all this. You can stick it all in your crate box. Now eventually you're going to get attacked, so what you want to do is get yourself a weapon pretty darn sharpish. Nothing's unlocked really at the beginning apart from your wooden spear, your bow and your arrows. Spear is probably the way to go to start with. The first thing you need to do is just grab some wood. Now I know we've got some in the chest, but we've got so much abundant of wood, I might as well just collect it while we're here. There's one good thing about the starter island, you do have lots of wood. Right. Craft it, put it down into this bar. This is sort of your active bar. They haven't got numbers, they haven't shown you what it is, but this would be your number 1 on keyboard. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So you come out there, number 2, you've now got a wooden spear that you can now jab. And also what you can do with these is now hunt big game fish. I forget where they are now. But in the water, the marlin, you can now hunt them. It'll take about 3 to 4 strikes with these on one marlin. But that will give you fresh meat as well as marlin fins. Another thing you can hunt that a lot of people haven't realised yet is the seagulls. So you can't really hunt them with a spear. I'm not very accurate with the bow and arrow shooting at them, but I have got 1 or 2. But yeah, as later progression comes along and you get more weaponry, you can actually shoot them down, and each seagull produces 3 bird meat. Bird meat and mushroom together with a bit of water. Once you've unlocked that, gives you mushroom soup. Probably one of the best healing devices / food and water resources is going. It literally fills you right up. It's a fantastic way to go. Just takes a while to create. So there's a few hints and tips. Hopefully we will start a whole series on this eventually. But until then, this has been MattyG here on the Newbie Island, or Castaway Island. This is where my castle build is actually factioned on. But when we start a new one, we'll be going somewhere totally different. Probably one of the new islands, or the new island that has been created since the latest update, which I believe is somewhere that way. I'm actually on my castle tour build, if you like, at the moment. We're going to have a look at some guns. Now, when I say some guns, I'm looking at the first tier level of guns that you can unlock via the research bench. These will be the first ones that any of you really come in contact with, or decide to create. We have the triple barrel pistol here. These are all black powdered pistol shotguns, shots. We also have the 6-shooter revolver and the old pistol, scrap pistol, I think it's called. These are the ones we're going to have a look at, and the best way of really showing you them is to try and hunt some seagulls. So yeah, what we're going to do is just simply, there's your aim. And there you go. Shot straight out of the air. One shot. We switch over to the 6-shooter. You'll see you can do a similar thing. I'm not the greatest of shots. Took 2 shots there. And then the scrap pistol hasn't got the distance. See, he's not the greatest of pistols. I'll try this again. There we go. Taken about 3 clips to get that one. The triple barrel, obviously you get 3 shots in a triple barrel. It's basically a single shot. Probably not going to get any more seagulls close by anymore. They tend to not get too close to you. If you ask me, this triple barrel is probably the worst when it comes to your loading and your recoil and the time it takes. It's not the greatest first pistol to get. I mean, there's many reasons why. If I was to, I'm going to use this panel here, you'll see that it's absolutely, nothing wrong with it. It's complete. If we use this panel here, you can see there's nothing wrong with the panel. It's absolutely fine. We go to the triple, we'll reload it, and we'll fire its 3 rounds into it. So 1, 2, 3. Not a bad grouping. We'll let that reload. We'll switch over, and you can see it's done what, 105 damage. Doesn't take much to do that. We go round to the revolver. We reload this because we have fired a couple of shots. It's one of the better reloaders, and in my opinion, apart from the kick up, it's probably the better of the 3, in my opinion. And if we go up to its 300 damage that it's created. There we go. We've got one more, and this is the scrap pistol. Again, we'll reload it so it's got a fresh mag. You get 8 shots here. Here we go. It's probably the fastest actual reload compared to the revolver, but again, I just find the revolver better and easier to shoot, and this only does 200 damage with the full clip. So all in all, I would say the revolver is your best bet, and it's also really easy to aim with because you've got a full iron sight and the dot lines up perfectly, whereas if you use the scrap pistol, it's not, I mean, it's not as nice compared to the revolver. And then obviously if you use the 3-barrel one, it's just, I mean, yeah, you can clearly see what you're aiming at, but if we have a look here and we'll just aim for that little 3rd down stem bolt, it drops, and we're not even that far away. If I use the revolver, 3rd stem bolt, bang on accurate. Use the scrap pistol, slightly to the right, but fairly accurate nonetheless. So yeah, all in all, I would say, in my opinion, when you first get to the point where you can have a gun, I would go with the revolver every day and twice a week on Sunday. Now, just for a little heads up, there are much better weapons out there. I will show you those now. So my pistol of choice, I use what I like to call the Deagle. It's a Desert Eagle style replica. It's fairly accurate. I don't suppose there's any seagulls flying around now. I don't really want to blow anything up either. Tell you what I can do. We can repair a tyre. It's quite nice to fight, and it's not bad quick. Then you've got the shotty, very accurate on shorter distance. I don't really want to blow anything up here because I've already lost one set of tyres. But yeah, we'll just give this a quick fire. That is in quick rapid fire mode. We'll ride up. It's really handy for close quarters combats around tight areas. So, for example, you want to go up there after you've done some sniping, and this is the way to go. Bang, 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 bang. Simple as that. By far, my absolute favourite is the bolt action sniper rifle. I call it a sniper rifle. I think it's just called a bolt action rifle. But once you've got it in without any sights, that little tiny green dot is pretty darn accurate. Again, we'll use a stem bolt here. We'll use that very top stem bolt. There you go. There's a tiny bit of a drop there. It might have been me. It goes slightly above. No, it's me. There you go. They are by far my top tier weapons. But there are more. Here we are. We're actually in the armory. So you have the GP20 pistol as well. I think we did have some more, but some of them have been taken by other players. Antique flintlock. If I go into build, if I come into the inventory and scroll down, other ones that can be made later on. Precision pistol as well. These do quite a lot of damage, but they're very slow on the reload. You've also got the SMGs. There's also a stun SMG that holds like a big drum of magazines, much more mags. And then you've got double barreled shotgun. In the rifle mixture, you've got the M16, great rifle. Not for long distance shooting really. It is more or less a close up spray 'em and pray. AK's slightly better if you ask me than the M16, but again it's, you know, slow close up sort of spray. The hunting rifle is sort of a mixture. It's actually not a bad rifle. It's just its iron sights are not as good as the bolt action, and its power is not as good as bolt action. And if I come into my personal little armory, I do have, I believe, an M14. That's what the stun SMG looks like. The M14 is a absolutely brilliant rifle, except for the iron sight on it. I'll show you exactly what I mean. So just pop you up out of the way for a second, bring that down. We'll use a window. So if I bring up my bolt action rifle and into the aim, you can see the target really clearly from here. You've got the little green dot, you've got the end of your iron sight. You can fire pretty consistently. If I'm to swap over with the M14, 15 rounds, there's a little bit of a kickback. Do you see what I mean by the iron sight? It just kind of covers all your target. So if your target moves slightly, you're going to have to move like this before you can reacquire. Whereas if you've got the sniper rifle and it moves, you can just move with it. You can follow them as they're moving. So that's kind of why I prefer the bolt action sniper to the M14 rifle. However, this doesn't have much of a kick, and if you're pretty darn good, of course you've got the only problem with that is it does kick up. So that's kind of why I prefer having the setup that I have, although sometimes I do switch with the stun MG and the shotgun depending on my own personal ammo at the time. As you can see, we've been using shotguns fairly recently. Just add that to 60, whereas pistol we're now back to being full. I'm going to probably swap those around, and I better grab another rifle round pack there as well. So yeah, I mean, if we're talking weaponry for your first tier weapons, your 3 pistols that you can create from the start, go with the revolver. The revolver is a much better weapon. this one here, the revolver. It does 50 damage. Black powder ammo is much easier to create. For the black powder, all you got to do is run up to the same place that you create the weapons, scroll all the way to the top, and it's just black powder and 2 metal. And that's really easy to come by, because black powder itself is created with some sulfur and coal, which is, I mean, they're easy. Coal is anything you cook, you get coal from. Sulfur is the big rocks that are painted yellow, pretty much, underwater, that you can mine, and they're abundant. They're pretty much everywhere. Wherever there's an underwater city, underwater structure, you're going to find sulfur. And you haven't got to do anything with sulfur. You just literally take it with your black powder, mix them together. Bob's your uncle. Job done. Not with the black powder, sorry, with the coal. You get your black powder. So yeah, real easy bit of ammo, real easy to get going with, and I'll be honest, up until maybe a week ago, maybe 60 hours in, I was still using the revolver as my main pistol weapon, even though I had shotguns and everything else. It was just so abundantly easy to create the ammo for it. We're here with Sunkenland again. Another little tip. Searchlights, pros and cons. They are fantastic for the night time, especially if you're getting attacked. However, they are an absolute drain on fuel. So my advice is have a separate generator for your searchlights, so that when you need them, turn the generator on, they're going to go quickly. Then you can go up and you can use your searchlights to point where you need them to be searching. Pretty simple, pretty easy. You can toggle the light off. Make sure you do toggle the lights off before you finish, otherwise you are going to drain way too much fuel. I've got about 6 lights hooked up to this generator alone. And as you can see, that one light that I turned on and used for a brief, actually I think there's another light down there. There's another light that's using it, or is it, did I not turn that one on? There's a light over there. So as you can see, the energy is draining quickly, or the fuel. The diesel in here is burning so fast that in less than 2 minutes, well, I say less than a minute and a half, we've used more than a quarter of a full fuel tank. Let's turn that straight off. So they are literally, hook it up to a separate generator. If you have it up to your main generator, it's just going to kill the power instantly. And a lot of people don't realise it, but even if everything's off, it takes one accidental turn on to drain all the fuel out of your generators. So please, when you're not using them, turn them off. And yeah, it's just a little tip. So until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your friends, comment. I was always grateful. Help us get to the next milestone in subscribers. And until next time, this has been MattyG. Peace out.